Good morning, Blues. How you doing? That good, huh? Same. Yesterday, Chief Justice Roberts issued a stay on a lower appellate court's ruling saying that the Joker administration was required to bring back Maryland resident Kilmar Abrego Garcia. It was ruled that they were required to bring him back because they sent him there on accident, and by there I mean an El Salvadorian prison camp, which is obviously a camp with good concentration. And Chief Justice Roberts said that it was a temporary stay and that maybe they would have to bring him back, but it was pending further investigation by that court. And this was a 5-4 decision along party lines. Now, the optimistic part of me feels like maybe he was just buying the Joker some time, right? Because he wasn't going to be able to bring him back by 12 o'clock yesterday, since it was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon when they made this ruling. And having the Joker held in contempt of court while the global economy is in free fall would be just what everybody needed to actually get him the fluff out of there. So I'm hopeful that they were just giving him a leg up, and then they were giving him a couple of days, and that they were actually going to bring him back, but they were just stalling basically to keep the Joker out of jail. That's my optimistic side. My pessimistic side, however, is wondering if they're not bringing him back because they can't. Because I think it's entirely possible that they are unable to bring him back because he's past tense. Now, I hope and pray that that is not true, but honestly, you would think that they would want to gain some brownie points to say like, oh look, yeah, we're not rounding up American people or legal citizens who didn't do anything wrong. No, they're not. They're doing everything they can to keep him from coming back here. And yeah, maybe it's because they don't want to set a precedent, but deep down inside, I feel like it's because they actually cannot. And I pray that that's not true. So to the family of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, I hope that you know that all of us are with you. We are praying for you so hard, and I hope that you can feel the love that we are sending your way. And I am so sorry that you are dealing with this right now. Speaking of the global economy crashing, it had quite a tumultuous day yesterday. The markets rebounded temporarily because there was a rumor going around that the Joker was going to pause these tariffs for 90 days. But then the Casablanca came out and said that that absolutely was not true, and that was just a rumor, and they decided to dive again. And then last night, the Joker decided to tweet that, oh yeah, I'm really mad at China right now, and if they don't get rid of our retaliatory tariffs, I'm gonna put 50% more tariffs on them tomorrow morning. And of course, China's not going to do that because they don't want to be bullied by him anymore. So it's entirely possible that today the tariffs against China will be exceeding 100%, making virtually every single thing that you ever touch to become exorbitantly more expensive. I'm getting really tired of saying that. Representative Chris Murphy made a video here on TikTok yesterday where he was talking about the fact that Joker absolutely understands what he's doing. This is not just incompetence. This is not just the fact that this is the only word that he knows. He's destroying our democracy on purpose and doing it through these economic means. Because he wants all of the big corporations and most powerful people to recognize the fact that he is virtually holding the global economy hostage right now. And in the event that they want any sort of reprieve from these negative consequences, then they need to come to him and kiss the ring. They need to get rid of other people who work for them that speak out against him. They need to be more vocal in support of him. And basically this is dictatorship 101. And that rings pretty true to me. There was a shadow hearing in the Senate yesterday that was done by Representative Schiff and Representative Raskin. And they had people come up and testify that were both like in the Justice Department or recently let go from the Justice Department to talk about just how bad the corruption, blackmail, and intimidation in this administration really is. And that was very brave of them to do. I don't know if it will reach the right people or if it will make any big differences, but there's never a wrong time to say the right thing. And they did not mince words about the fact that we are currently existing in a totalitarian dictatorship, or at least the makings of one, and there is not going to be any way that we can continue down this path while also preserving democracy. And I appreciate them using their voices to say that. Taking a page out of the dictatorial playbook, the Joker said that he wants to throw himself a massive military parade on his birthday. They said that it could cost anywhere between $100,000 and $100 million to do. He wants the parade to be just lined with all of the tanks and the military and the show of force from Arlington to the Casablanca while we're cutting waste, fraud, and abuse. Cool. But there is a glimmer of hope in the Senate because there are 7 Republican lawmakers who are officially co-sponsors of a bill that would prevent the Joker from levying these tariffs against other nations without congressional oversight. And having that many people cross the aisle is a bright spot. That means that our voices are being heard, and there are people in the room who recognize that this is not necessarily where we ought to be going. And I think that we should give credit where credit is due. I don't know what will happen when it leaves the Senate and goes to the House, but I'm really hoping that there will be enough people who feel enough discomfort to make a change. Please. Oh, we'll keep our eyes out for that. But in all of this darkness and heaviness, I have to tell you, if you need a pick-me-up, you should go watch The Parent Trap again. Because I watched it for the first time since I was like in 6th grade the other day, and I dare say it is better as an adult than it was as a child. It is perfectly cast. It is beautifully shot, and the costumes, 10 out of 10. I dare you to go watch it and find an outfit that you would not wear today, 25 years later. It's impossible. You won't be able to find one. It is funny, it is silly, it is witty, it will make you laugh, it will make you cry. It is 10 out of 10. But it does make you realize just how much things have changed. Like, remember when Elizabeth James was so nervous about going back to meeting Nick that she was like ruffling through her closet with like curlers in her hair, smoking a cigarette inside? Like, that's not a thing in Disney movies anymore. And she gets off the airplane and she's like chugging shooters on the way into the airport. Also, no longer Disney Channel friendly. When Hallie looks at Meredith and she's like, well, surely my dad understands that a marriage should not be based on just relations, right? I can't even say that here on TikTok now. And Lindsay Lohan said that on the flippin' Disney Channel. Like, my, how the times have changed. They made a rom-com for children, and it was glorious. It did leave me with approximately 457 questions, but that's another video. If you enjoyed this video, give me a like, comment, and a follow. Join our Blue Clan. It's nice and cozy over here, and as always, keep your eyes up, keep your feet on the ground. I'll see you next time. Hang in there, okay? Take care.